I think a big burning question in the Star Wars sequel trilogy that was in The Force Awakens had all to do with Rey's parents that was actually somewhat answered in The Last Jedi, and it said that J.J. Abrams will be changing up a couple of different things for the character of Rey in Episode 9. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that a lot of people are very interested in is exactly what is the full picture here when it comes to the character of Rey and her parents. John Williams himself even said before in a podcast that he doesn't buy it, he doesn't believe that her parents are nobody, and that they were just drunk traders who sold her off for drinking money. So there's a lot of people out there that aren't really up for that idea that Rian Johnson implemented in the film, and if you guys like that idea, that's perfectly fine and okay. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with what seems to be a link between both Luke Skywalker and Rey's parents. Specifically, a description of a young Rey inside of a tent with two adults in front of her that deeply resemble her and are likely to be her parents. One is of a woman in a white dress with the same hairstyle of Rey in The Force Awakens. The man is in Jedi-like robes with long hair and a ponytail. His face also resembles Rey. The next goes over the father holding a hologram of a young man no older than 30 years old, in a cloak delivering important information and showing it to Rey. The man pulls back the hood and it's revealed to be a young Luke Skywalker. It's described that Luke is delivering important intel in the hologram message, either to Rey's parents directly or generally. The last goes over the father stepping out of the tent and holding the hologram in front of him. Luke appears to be holding a Jedi relic of some kind. The hologram is similar to the hologram of Leia in The Last Jedi, however a bit larger in size. The hologram of Luke appears just as he did in Jabba's palace, with the cloak on and the hood on and off. So I really wanted to go over a couple of parts about this that really do strike my interest here when it comes to the flashbacks that are to come in Episode 9 by J.J. Abrams. Now, this is a very interesting piece for sure, because this would tell us about the link between Rey's parents and Luke Skywalker and exactly how Rey knew of Luke Skywalker. You know, that's one big question for sure now, right? Exactly how did Rey learn about the character of Luke when she was on the planet Jakku? You know, Jakku is a planet that is dubbed as Nowhere, as Rey has said actually in The Last Jedi. So with that being said, this would fully explain as to why she does have some knowledge of the character of Luke Skywalker and knew of him, because her parents actually hold this hologram of a young Luke Skywalker as he appeared in Return of the Jedi. Now, this is obviously a version of Luke after the events of Episode 6. So with that being said, I gotta say another thing here that really does kind of pique my interest here when it comes to Episode 9 is, of course, the hologram, right? We do know that they incorporated the Leia hologram in Star Wars The Last Jedi, which honestly I thought was a great honor to Carrie Fisher and a great addition to the Star Wars franchise. That was one of the emotional moments that actually hit me in that movie. That was probably like one of the very few moments that really worked for me in Star Wars The Last Jedi that made the most sense. But looking past all of this, going into Episode 9, exactly why would Rey's parents even have a hologram of that for Luke Skywalker? You know, that's the big question for sure, and why would they need intel of Jedi lore or Jedi knowledge from the character of Skywalker? Now, I believe that her parents, there's more to the story than what was told by Kylo Ren and what Rey came to terms with. I believe that they were members of the Church of the Force, and that they knew Lor San Tekka, who was also a part of the Church of the Force. Now, in case you guys have no idea what that is, it's a group of people who basically protected Jedi lore and Jedi knowledge under the Empire's rule. And going past all of this, you know, we do know that Lor San Tekka was a great friend to Luke Skywalker. He helped him find tons of Jedi lore and hide it and store it away. he did a lot of things with Luke Skywalker. So if Rey's parents were members of the Church of the Force, that would make the most sense as to why they had a hologram of Luke Skywalker. It's exactly why he became a legend. You know, after the destruction of the second Death Star, and of course the death of Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine, you know, a lot of people learned about what really happened, and the Empire made up their own stories as well. This may also explain as to why they're using de-aging technology on Mark Hamill, apparently, in Episode 9. It could be for this specific sequence of making him into a young Luke in the form of a hologram in the hands of Rey's father, or whoever this father figure really is to Rey. So with that being said, guys, I gotta say, we do know that J.J. Abrams is really hard at work. They are getting closer to the end of filming for this movie. And as we get closer, we will be learning more about this film. You know, we're going to be getting that title reveal in the near future very soon, and that'll give us an overall idea of where this movie is going, what the plot will consist of, etc. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them all again.